definitely encourage her. You know, give Elaina Crockett a warm welcome.
Yeah, good to know. You know.
I didn't know she could sing.
You go, Elaina. Go, girl.
I don't know if I should do an intro or I should just go into it.
I didn't know you could sing.
Follow your heart.
Okay, I wrote this last summer. It's about one of my favorite women in the Bible, and most of you guys probably know who this is when you hear it. It's called Day Has Come. Day has come. They have come to take me into the still of the night. These Galilean men, I mean Pharisee men, because they can't see past their sins and themselves can't cleanse me. But they come into my room while the lights were still dim, and they barged in, uninvited, unwanted, craving, broken skin in the middle of the night. They didn't love me the way they ought to, and so they called me a prostitute. And bought women like me are only good for one thing, but my name is Magdalena. And my name was on the inside of my lips, the sand in which they threw at me, looking past me, calling me things I have heard time and time again. And then I think of past men. Some were lovers, and others were just husbands who lived their secret lives undercover, and they would knock on my door past the after hours. I would never say no because I thought that other man loved me. And he said he'd be with me until the sun played piano fingers against his face. But all men are the same. From Galilee to Nazareth, he got up from the bed and left me with a few coins and said, "Don't let anyone know where I've been." And I watched him walk away as the sun bled fire into the sky. And I mean fire into the sky. Please tell me what worth anyone has ever seen in my eyes. Even the way you're looking at me tonight shows me there is no value in women who commit adultery. And there is no poetry in rhyme in women whose crimes result in the penalty of death. And the Pharisees are pulling at my clothes and my earrings, tearing my robes from me. One of my clients gave this to me. "Get your hands off of me." They're pulling at my hair, spitting. They're picking up stones one by one. The sin was committed last night, and now day has come. They have Deuteronomy and Leviticus scrolls. And I know I should have taken these verses and put them on the back of my eyelids like curses, because they sentence me to the death I'm sure will come. One by one, they pick up stones. They push me towards the man they call Yeshua, and he can't save me. He will judge me too, because he is just like you, isn't he? Now day has come. They have come ready to break skin because of violations of laws, allegations, and testaments. Day has come on the land. Rays of sun hits the sand, and Yeshua is writing something on the ground. And the sound of stones falling not against me but beside me take me out of myself. The Pharisees behind me yell at me, pass me, but Jesus doesn't seem to see what they see, and I can't tell what he's making out. This man, his hand reaches for me and says, "I am forgiven." Maybe he didn't see the sin stains against my skin. He says, "I am forgiven." Maybe he didn't hear the Pharisees remind him of my crime, but he says, "I am forgiven." Surely Moses would have begged to differ. He must be mistaken. No one since the beginning of time has pardoned adultery. So who is he to say the sin in which I have lived and suddenly could not encapsulate any longer? And he says, "Go and sin no more." He says, "Go and sin no more." Like all of my impurities have been washed clean. I mean, they were never there to begin with. So who is this man that he has the power to take on my sin? I look in his eyes and I don't see condemnation, but compassion and affection for this woman in ruination. And then suddenly I understood the songs the disciples would sing when they walked through the villages, their head held high, singing, "Hosanna, blessed is he who comes in the name of the Lord, Hosanna." This must be the Messiah who has come to set the captives free. This is the man who has come to bear our iniquities, and this man is going to die for you and you and you and me. And now day has come.